My name's Stephen USSR Robinson, and thank you for watching Sporting Icons.
So Frank Warren has confirmed that German heavyweight Agit Kabayel, who I believe was born in Turkey, I might be wrong on that one, undefeated heavyweight of course, former European heavyweight champion, is the chosen opponent for Tyson Fury for December the 5th in London, and he has 24 hours to accept the fight. Now, Agit Kabayel, he's currently number 15 in the WBC, so he's a credible opponent. And in fact, this will be the 7th or 8th opponent that Tyson Fury, if this fight of course goes ahead, will have faced an undefeated fighter, following the likes of Wilder, Schwartz, Chisora, Wallin, plus others. So it's a credible opponent, and it's the one that I said that Tyson Fury would choose when it was first announced that Tyson Fury will be moving on from the Deontay Wilder third fight. So if Agit Kabayel accepts, then hey, Sporting Icons was right. Now, other opponents potential if Agit Kabayel does not take the fight. According to Frank Warren, there are 2 other heavyweights that are waiting in the wings if Agit Kabayel turns the fight down. Who those other 2 heavyweights are? Allegedly, Carlos Takam and another. Who the other one is, don't know. I would probably imagine Oscar Rivas, something like that. Because again, Tyson Fury, being WBC World Heavyweight Champion, has to fight somebody currently ranked in the top 15. The only time he can go outside of that and maybe look at a Carlos Takam, for example, is if there is nobody in the top 15 that will either accept the fight or is free to take the fight. Okay, so either way, right now, it looks like Agit Kabayel. I know some people are quite unhappy about it. Some people are really happy about it because people seem to rate Agit Kabayel as this elite heavyweight that's scary and avoided and this, that and the other. And no, he's not. He's got one good win in his resume, which was Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora turned up to Monte Carlo without a trainer in his corner, without Don Charles. So how good is Agit Kabayel? Don't know. Maybe he's the real deal. Maybe, we don't know. Is he a potential banana skin for Tyson Fury? Well, potentially. Every heavyweight is a potential banana skin for any other heavyweight out there. It's heavyweight boxing. One punch can change and does change everything. So it's certainly a risky fight, and it's a fight that, for me, is more credible than Carlos Takam. I like Carlos Takam, but for me, I think Agit Kabayel is more credible than Carlos Takam. Of course, there are other ones that I wouldn't mind seeing as well, like a Michael Hunter. He's currently in the top 15, and maybe Oscar Rivas, why not? But I think Agit Kabayel as a decent opponent, and it's an in-house fight as well, with Tyson Fury and Agit Kabayel being promoted by, or at least co-promoted by, Bob Arum. So it's an in-house fight, easier fight to make, you would think, providing all the terms and everything were correct for Agit Kabayel. But with it only being, 5 weeks away, or 4.5 weeks away, is it enough time? Would Agit Kabayel accept the challenge? For me, if he doesn't accept the challenge, then he ain't going to get any kind of world title opportunity for at least the next 2 or 3 years, because of that whole undisputed back-to-back fights with Fury and Joshua. Then the winner of that's going to then have to have these backed up mandatories and what have you. And of course, Agit Kabayel, he's going to have to build up and try and get into the mandatory position to try and push for it. So he's a couple of years away from doing that. So it's either take the fight or potentially not have a world title fight. You just don't know how boxing's going to go. So if the opportunity is there, I would take it if I was Agit Kabayel, especially if you believe that you're good enough. And he has been a little bit active. I believe he has had a fight since lockdown over there in Germany. But again, I could be wrong. I know he was meant to have a fight. I don't know whether or not that it actually went through or not. Either way, that's what's going on. According to Frank Warren, Agit Kabayel looks like will be the next opponent for Tyson Fury on December the 5th. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.